have curly hair, and as a hormonal health coach and holistic health coach, I have pretty high standards with what kind of products I use that are self-care based, including curly hair care products. So here are my favorite non-toxic and clean options that I use on a daily and weekly basis. I do have like 2 products that are not 100% natural, but I'll explain why I make exceptions for these. First, we're going to start off with the things that I use on a daily basis, which is the Shaklee Pro Santé Revitalizing Shampoo and Conditioner. This, to me, smells like Christmas. It has clove and orange essential oil. It smells divine. It's super hydrating. This is not for curly hair specific. And if you want any more info on that, I am a rep for the company. That's how much I believe in it. Moving on to the things that I use on a weekly basis or several times a week. So this I use about 1 to 2 times a week. This is JKL's Panax Ginseng Rosemary Horsetail 100% vegan hair growth oil, and I put this just in my roots, and I do this about once a week. Occasionally twice if I really feel like I need it. Next up, I use Alafia's Beautiful Curls Curl Hydrating Oil, and I use this specifically for my ends. I spray a little bit in my hand, and then I'll go through my ends a little bit because this is where my hair gets the most dry and frizzy. So I feel like this does a great job of hydrating it, and it smells like coconut. So I really enjoy that. Something else that I really enjoy using, and this is something that I use, like I said in a previous video, I use styling products about not every day, but like 1 day on, 1 day off, or 2 days on and 1 day off. So this is Giovanni Eco Chic Hair Care, and I use specifically the Mousse Air Turbocharged Hair Styling Foam. I use this to give myself more volume because sometimes my curls can lay a little bit flat. Don't love that look. So I really enjoy using this in conjunction with a curl mousse. And this is where we get to the not 100% clean and non-toxic products. So, and why I'll explain why I make sort of an exception for these. So this is the Cantu Shea Butter Wave Whip Curling Mousse. I really like this. Unlike some of the curling mousses out there, I feel like this isn't as heavy as some of them out there. Now, the brand does a really good job of using a lot of natural ingredients, but however, they don't just use natural ingredients. They do have a few synthetics like fragrance, which I've talked about. I'm not usually a huge fan of, but I make an exception particularly because I bought this in Germany, and usually formulas that you can purchase in Europe are different from a legal standpoint because they're not allowed to be the same as what we're allowed to buy in the US. So if you can get your hands on the German or European version, do it. If not, know that it's not 100% natural, but they do tend to do a pretty good job at being more on the natural side. Now, another product that is not 100% natural, but it is European and has a different formula from the American version, and I can tell you this because I've tried the American version and it does not do the same thing, is Got2b, which is a Schwarzkopf company, the Lockmittel, which is a curl mousse. And I really love this. It does a great job at defining my curls. So if you can somehow get your hands on it, do it. Highly recommend. Moving on to the products that I use on once a week basis. And these are going to be my leave-in hair conditioner and my hair mask. So same product brand that I talked about before, Alafia's Curl Enhancing Leave-In Conditioner. Love it to pieces. I love how soft it makes my hair. And it really does a great job of defining my curls. Big fan. Use it once a week. Now this is a product that I like using once a week as obviously a hair treatment or a hair mask, and I barely have made a dent in this, and that's because I feel like this isn't 100% made for my curl and hair type. And this is, like I said, super hydrating. I don't use it as instructed. So I will put a very small amount at the beginning of my shower in my hair, about from here down, and then I'll leave it in and wash it out at the end of my shower. So this actually is you're supposed to, like, I don't know, put it in, I think from roots to end, and then something with hair drying or whatever. I don't do all of that because it's so hydrating, and I've done the mistake of putting it from my roots down and it's too much. So be wary, start off small and then work yourself up to more. And I personally don't put it in my roots. You can if you want to, but I personally wouldn't. But I really like it. It smells like brown sugar. It smells amazing. So Shea Moisture Strengthen and Restore Treatment Mask does a fabulous job. I hope that was helpful. That was a very long video. So I hope that was helpful. If you have any questions or comments, leave them below and I'll get back to it as soon as possible.